A mass shooting has taken place at two mosques in the city of Christchurch in New Zealand. Now, the New Zealand police have said that multiple people are dead and many others are injured in this shooting. The entire area around the mosque has been cordoned off while most of the neighborhood is under lockdown. One gunman has been taken into custody, but police believe that there may be other gunmen involved as well. Meanwhile, the Bangladesh cricket team was in close vicinity of the active shooters, but they have managed to escape.
Oh, there was around 1:45. I was stopped, but I heard the big sound, the gun, and the second one I heard, I ran. There were lots of people were sitting in the floor. The gun was front the door. I ran behind the mosque, and I sitting behind the container. I rang to the police.
Attackers were apprehended by local police staff. There's been some absolute acts of bravery. I'm hugely proud of our police staff, the way they responded to this. But let's not presume that the danger is gone. So we want to make sure that we're right across that community. We're as visible and equipped as we need to be to make that happen.
There were reports of a car bomb. Can you tell us more about that?
I can tell you that there were a number of IEDs attached to vehicles that we also stopped. They've been made safe by the Defence Force, but that does go to the seriousness of this situation.
Whilst I cannot give any confirmation at this stage around fatalities and casualties, what I can say is that it is clear that this is one of New Zealand's darkest days. Clearly, what has happened here is an extraordinary and unprecedented act of violence.
And we believe from reports of multiple agencies as well as footage that was uploaded by the shooter. So the shooter had a helmet cam that was strapped to his head all the while he was in fact gunning down these people in the mosque during Friday prayers. Those images we will not broadcast to you because they're absolutely horrific in nature, and what is also being revealed now is that an automatic weapon was being used. Multiple magazines, many eyewitnesses say, were strapped to the legs of this shooter when he entered this particular mosque. And from what we understand, Reuters is also reporting that 2 mosques in total were targeted in the city of Christchurch. That has meant that the New Zealand police has put the entire area under lockdown. They have in fact asked mosques all across the country, all across New Zealand, to be vigilant, and in fact asked people not to go there as of now, as they get a handle on the situation. But from listening to the Commissioner's soundbite, one thing is very, very clear, that this could have been a lot worse. It's already an absolute tragedy, horrific tragedy in the city of Christchurch, but they're talking about IEDs that were strapped to various cars, etc. So all of that still being investigated by the New Zealand police, and the details are still emerging. But if you watch the video that was uploaded by the shooter, it is terrible because he enters the mosque, corners these people. Many of them try to escape. In fact, one teenager was quoted by Reuters as saying that he ran away, but he could hear about 50 shots himself that were fired by the shooter. It's an automatic weapon, so it's a quick burst of firepower and extremely deadly. And those, of course, you really fear, and your heart goes out to the people of Christchurch, to the people who were there in that mosque not too long ago, because it's still unfolding as we speak.